All right, Massepoint Digital fans, I'm standing in the middle of the West Hall. Well, it's not really the middle. I'm over to the side. There's some pretty cool stuff here, but I saw a couple guys that deserve hats. So let's go give the folks at NewBlue some hats and talk about what they're doing with Zoom and Teams. Come on. Okay, so everybody, this is Todor with NewBlue. And if you're an Infocomm regular, you probably have never heard of NewBlue because they've always been in the graphics world, the broadcast world, the post-production world, but they're here at Infocomm this year with something really cool I want you to tell everybody. So, Todor, tell everybody what it is you're doing at Infocomm.
Okay, most importantly, we're making it possible to have beautiful integrated Zoom and Teams meetings fully produced on a wonderful little device called a Fusion M. And so you talked about we're known as a broadcast graphics company, so it's all about making beautiful graphics. But people want to be able to take those graphics and integrate them in a full solution and not be sort of having to cobble together different things to make it work. And so what we've done is we've worked with the Zoom and the Teams API so that we can go in there, pull the individual video, put it together, and deliver a workflow that gives you full production capabilities in one tight, easy-to-use package.
Now, I think this is really interesting because you kind of glossed over a little bit of there, but ideally it's you're joining a Zoom call and adding graphics to the callers, adding your presentation material as really beautiful graphics versus just showing a PowerPoint and sharing a screen.
That's a really good point because a PowerPoint presentation, for example, is just a big rectangle, and that's great inside a room. But once you're in the call, you want the data from it. You want to make its way in lower thirds, the images to be showing up properly. You want questions from the audience, people out there in the Zoom call or YouTube, to be coming in as curated questions that can be asked. You want it when you have participants who are coming in remotely to this production. You want to be able to select, oh, so-and-so, and they fly in with their name, all the information pulled together. It's all about data, graphics, and then production. And you want this to be something that you can do live in real time without 5 different specialists who are all carefully synchronized to do that ballet dance to make it work. You want to hit a fat button that says, go to this scene with this person and make it just work.
And the lower third capability, like that piece of, oh, I've got this person in my call and now I need to go generate a lower third, you sort of take care of that, right? Talk about that.
That's right. So what you do is you take a piece of paper, you write it down really quickly, give it to the other, no, let's rewind. Okay, nope, don't do that. No, instead, we have the data. We know who the person is on the call. Why isn't that data connected up to the lower third so when it plays, it just comes in automatically there?
So you just hit a button and you hit a button and it's there. All right, so show me.
Yeah, well, I'd like to introduce Caleb.
Oh, Caleb. Okay, now I have something for both of you guys. Officially, these are the Massepoint hats.
Oh, nice.
Everybody needs a Massepoint hat.
Absolutely.
Not everybody gets a cool Massepoint jacket, but you guys get the hats.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So, Caleb, talk me through what's happening here on the screen.
Yeah, so in here we're about to output to a Zoom meeting production. So we've got our title screen ready to go. And we're going to go ahead and get connected into our call. So we'll go up and join an existing Zoom call. This is where we could put in our meeting credentials. We could also log in and authenticate our Zoom account. And you can see we can either receive, audio and video from the Zoom call. We can send our output to Zoom, which we'd want to check on here. And we can also have a new Zoom monitor. So you can also have your operator or talent keeping tabs on the Zoom call with our Zoom monitor. So then we'll go ahead and join into the Zoom meeting. Now, when I do that, we're automatically going to get a list of everybody who's in our Zoom call, and we can add them as video sources into the various graphics. So for here, I'm going to assign this person as speaker 1, and then I'll go ahead and assign Naomi here as speaker 2. And what this is effectively going to do is ripple through all of our graphics. So when we go to like this 2-shot here, for instance, we have the people that we've selected. I said the wrong name, but it's Jeff and Sierra that are here now. Their videos mapped into the production, and you can see their names are automatically being pulled in from the Zoom call as well.
Thankfully, neither of them are here in the booth, so they couldn't hear you call them the wrong name, so we're good. We're good.
Okay, good. As long as they don't know, it doesn't matter. So the other thing that we have set up here is our shot layouts, which is a way of queuing multiple like graphics. It could even be camera switches or things like that, all in one button click. So like this shot layout here is actually composed of our left and right camera frames as well as a background. But this is really intelligent, so as we move through the different shot layouts, elements that are shared will just persist on screen where other ones will animate in and out. So we can move into our graphic here where we're just going to take out the left frame and bring in our polling data. And this is a little example of one of the things Todor was talking about where we can really shine with data in graphics. This poll is being driven from a spreadsheet, just for example here. so that we can just click a different line and change the data in real time that's being shown in the graphics. Very likewise to that, we can move to a different layout that doesn't going to include the chat from the meeting, because we can also connect and pull in the Zoom chat. We can do the same from Teams, as well as X, YouTube comments, you know, a lot of different chats.
Okay, I gotta stop you right here. Jordan, this is not your mama's Zoom call. That's all I gotta say about that. Like, seriously, this doesn't look like any Zoom I've ever been sitting on. And when I mention Zoom, this also works with Teams, correct?
That's absolutely, and you can also be contributing to, you know, you're a switcher. You could be streaming from here, so you could be doing a lot of different outputs. But you know, really, the sky's the limit.
Okay, so fundamentally, you got a just killer piece of software, and I love the ability to just connect into the meeting. It comes on a box. Is this shipping now? Like, give me the skinny on. Can people get this?
Yeah, this is available today.
This is cool. This is cool. I like this. Now, a couple of interesting things from a content perspective. You were pulling in viewers for, you know, people that were in the Teams call. What about local users in the room?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, whether it's here in the people object or built up as part of our production, we can bring in local camera sources. We can fill in the names here. So this could be completely a hybrid event where we do have a mixture of local sources and virtual, or one or the other, you know?
Now, I'm going to cheat and yell out the 3-letter acronym. I already know it's true, but tell the audience that it works with NDI.
Oh, of course. This is very much designed to be NDI powered. So with outputs NDI, we obviously receive NDI sources. We love NDI environments.
So you could be hybrid, both in and external, in terms of pulling in remote guests, pulling in people from Zoom or Teams, have local cameras being in the same production, and then broadcast that back out.
Absolutely.
And you didn't have to buy anything more than that little box right there. All right, so that's NewBlue Effects. This is Infocomm 2024. If you want more info on that, check out our website, check out JB&A, check out NewBlue Effects, and get your own personal demo of this. This thing is pretty cool.